Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Looking for a life insurance company that specializes in what you actually need? Protection. Call Danny today with Symmetry Financial. Danny is certified in all 50 states, which means Symmetry Financial is not limited and has over 30 companies to choose from. Symmetry Financial has proved time and time again their options and pricing is just better than the rest. Give Danny a call today at 828-994-1681 to see how Symmetry Financial can make life simple. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network, the voice of the community, the voice of anything sports, and proud to be the voice of the Comets. Follow us at crnsports.org. Now let's get back to the broadcast coverage on CRN.
This episode is an exclusive production solely for the private, non-commercial use of our listening audience. Any publication, reproduction, transmission of the accounts without the express written consent or permission is restricted and prohibited. To hear this replay or other previous podcasts, download on iHeartRadio, iTunes Radio, and TuneIn. As always, this show is for you. Thank you for listening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's part of the CRN podcast series as we give you some type of a diversion of what's going on in our crazy day-to-day lives with this pandemic. Welcome to episode number 2 of the Round Table. It's very simple. It's 5 guys, no pizza place included, gathered around the Audio World Round Table, talking about any and everything. It doesn't matter whether it's sports, which CRN Sports is very well known for, life, politics, religion, funny things, sad things. Well, hopefully we don't try to make everybody sad, but anyhow, we got a great show for you, everybody. Welcome to the Round Table. It is all part, again, of the CRN podcast. We had the show after live is available on archives, and the numbers are through the roof, so we thank you. By the way, before we go any further, we do want to thank Symmetry Financial. We appreciate them for jumping on board and being the sponsor for our CRN podcast coverage. They're located in West Virginia. Danny does a phenomenal job with anything in the insurance world, financial support. Symmetry Financial Group has you covered. Life, home, auto, farm insurance, you name it, they got it. With over 30 locations across all 50 states, they are able to take care of you in the U.S. of A. So give Danny and Symmetry Financial Group your services, and we are glad to have them sponsor CRN podcasts like The Roundtable. I'm Wesley Outland, co-founder and colleague Trey Snodd, not available to be here tonight as he's got a family emergency, and he's handling that with wife Jamie and the little man. So our thoughts and prayers going on whatever Trey's dealing with. Brandon White is in the house from the Daily Dispatch and, of course, CRN Full Throttle. The old school Mike Guerin is in the house from Brandon White is Ghost Rider. He's Ghost Rider. Old school Mike Guerin is in the house from 75 Radio, the Liberty News Network, and also co-host with yours truly for Red Clay Life every Wednesday on CRN. You just heard him an hour ago with an awesome interview with Paul Gaffney of the Harlem Globetrotters. Bruce Barrett is in the house from Micro, North Carolina. Of course, broadcaster on CRN as well as co-host with the Sports Power Hour. And Relentless Daniel Inmore and Henderson is in the house. And Daniel does any and everything. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good.
Yep, hanging in there.
Yes. So, hey, who's ready to go back to that crazy thing we call life? Ready to get back started again? Seriously.
Me. I'm ready for sports to be back.
I'm ready for sports to be back. Yes, definitely.
Same.
I mean, as far as work, it hasn't slowed down for me. So,
well, that's good though. You know what though? But here's the thing, and I've seen some people commenting about stuff saying, well, you know, the essential people should get bonuses. They should get this. Listen, here's my take on this. This is my soapbox, okay? Right out of the gate, I'm going to say something about it. Be lucky you're working.
oh yeah, I'm blessed. I know
Because
that.
there's a lot of people, even like myself, that are not able to do what we do for a full-time career. You know, I mean, if you're able to work from home, it's great. If you're able to still go to work, if you're one of the essential, I'm happy for you. My thoughts and prayers are with our medical workers, our fire, rescue, police, our military, our everybody that's what they're doing on the front lines. And I'll tell you something else too, guys. The truck drivers. My dad is a truck driver for cargo transporters. And all the other trucking industries that bring products, that bring food, that bring fuel, that bring the necessities that we need, that we sometimes take for granted, we have to have that now. Because if we lose that, then we're really going to be in trouble.
That's right. Seen a lot of Facebook memes about that.
Sure, definitely. So, well, Brandon, how have you been doing starting off your week?
Me? Well, you know, still covering news, find something to keep myself busy. You know, the usual, just, I sound like a broken record with like all the other podcasts I've been doing with you, but just doing what I can right now in this crazy world.
Mike Guerin, how has your start of the week been, my friend?
Well, it's okay. Started yesterday off like the last 2 weeks working at home, but today I was released from house arrest and had to go into the shop and drive the pump truck. I work my real job. I work for a plumbing and HVAC company, and we're essential. So
I've always what does HVAC mean? I mean, I know what heat and H&AC means, but what does HVAC mean?
You know, I can't remember. I've heard it said, but heating, ventilation, and air conditioning.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I got you. So,
Yeah.
So we
Close
could
enough.
just say H&AC. It's the same damn thing, right? I mean,
Exactly.
so, Bruce Barrett, how's your world been going, man? Delivering the great thing of auto parts across the country.
Oh yeah, we're hanging in there. We're pretty busy today. I was telling my boss that I actually made about 20 deliveries today. So it's, usually I average between about 16 and 18 or so. But it was a good day, and just hoping that we can get through this situation that we are in, and we get the whole thing rolling again. Get some sports, concerts, all that stuff.
I know everybody is itching and ready, and Daniel, I know that relentless Daniel Moore. I know that you've been blessed and working, as you said, but you know, I guess suffice to say, I'm happy for you, because there was a time I remember months ago where you were struggling. You didn't know what you were going to do or where you were going to be, and you know, you come a long way since the Cracker Barrel days. I'll give you that much credit, brother.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely glad to be out of there for sure.
So, is work good at your job, Daniel? I mean, I think you work at AutoZone. Is it good? Are you staying busy? Is there a lot of people ordering car parts and things like that?
Yeah, well, I work at O'Reilly's. But,
O'Reilly, I'm sorry,
I mean,
O'Reilly.
It hadn't. No, you're good. It hadn't really slowed down much. I don't think numbers wise, we probably averaged what we did before all this.
Every time I hear somebody say O'Reilly, I say, oh, O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Do you get tired of hearing that song? Does it play like all the time inside the store?
No, luckily we can pull up iHeartRadio, so I just pull up anything that doesn't play that commercial.
Gotcha, for sure, definitely. Hey, guys. So, hey, CRN Sports covers sports. Let's go with this right out of the gate in our first segment. Major League Baseball looking to open up spring training again, transfer all 30 teams to Arizona. It was announced just about an hour ago that the National Hockey League and the NHL Players Association are looking to bring all 22 teams of the NHL to North Dakota, of all places, to try to continue their season. Are we inching closer to see the continuation of sports again? Daniel, I'll let you go first.
Well, add to that, too, that Dana White is actually looking into buying an entire island to let us see some fights. So
is that too much?
Thank you to Dana White.
Do you think that's too much? I mean, like, this is only for just and he does MMA and UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and but bokus of money is made off of these fights. Brandon, I'll never forget the first night that we got to hang out with each other after we did the Garner Martin Luther King Invitational Showcase game with Clayton and Garner. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't Garner. It was Clayton and another team that played, and Clayton did win. But we went to Buffalo Wild Wings after, and we saw the Chili Bowl on MAV TV. And then and of course, the MAV TV was on my cell phone, you know. Everybody
I think some people were looking at us like we were crazy.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, what are you talking about, slide job? What the hell is a slide job? You know, you don't call slide jobs in fighting, you know? So
people might get the wrong idea.
Yes, exactly. So,
especially with two guys.
Yeah, slide job, dude. Oh my goodness. So we go from there, and then they show the Conor McGregor and the cowboy guy. What is his name? What's his name? Cowboy. He got his ass whipped, basically.
Like 13 seconds.
I was like, you fucking idiots! Y'all paid $50, $60 to see this pay-per-view fight, and within 30 seconds, it's over. I'm like, wow, okay. Well, what the hell are we going to talk about for them to fill in 2 hours of airplay? You know, because I didn't think it was going to be that way, but it did, and that place went bonkers. So, Daniel, people do like UFC. They do like it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of it, personally. I mean, I like to, any time I see a fight on, that's probably what I'll start watching unless there's a hockey game on or, something else. But
Bruce, are you
really
a fan
got popular this last decade, right?
Do what now, Brandon?
It really got popular this past decade, right, during the 2010s.
I think so.
So I didn't really hear about it till then.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I can see its appeal.
Bruce, are you a fan of seeing people beating the hell out of one another?
Well,
who isn't?
It's definitely different, that's for sure.
I mean, am I wrong? I mean, they get inside an octagon, they beat the shit out of one another. I mean, and then they hug and kiss, and it's like, hey, brother, good fight. Yeah, man, you blacked my eye, but I still love you.
Well, we did the same thing back in the 90s and 80s. We'd have these boxing matches, and you'd have the world heavyweight champion go in there, and, in 30 seconds, it's over, and we're sports bars and everything, and oh well, that's it.
I think what was so funny was that as soon, Brandon, as that fight ended, they cleared out of that damn Buffalo Wild Wings. Like seriously, it was over.
Yeah, I mean that's what they came to see. I mean, but, you got to give respect to the preliminary guys too, because they put on their show.
They did.
I mean, there's one guy that opened up. He was crawling on the ground, and then he leaped up in the air and tried to sucker punch the other dude. That guy ended up losing, but that's personality right there. I was entertained by that. It's not just about McGregor. You got to give the other guys their attention too, and other girls as well.
Yeah, that was the main event. I mean,
of course.
That was the main event.
Well, each fight had its own entertainment.
Yes, Mike.
I remember.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Going and seeing Mike Tyson and everything, and when I was working with law enforcement down in Florida. We'd have a place, put up for all the officers for Jacksonville, Atlantic Beach, Mayport. They were getting ready to watch Mike Tyson. And in 35 seconds, the fight's over. And we were looking at each other and saying, man, the commercials lasted longer than this. And then I remember Lieutenant Scoblo looking at me. He was like, man, That was a great fight. Oh, really?